up, everybody? Frank Valkyria, welcome to the channel. We gotta talk about this. As you remember, this article came out 3 years ago on the Washington Post. It was also the article responsible basically for everything, the defamation. That concluded just a few days ago with the victory of Johnny. But you see what happened? Look at this. This is actually also kind of a historical moment because they had to add an editor's note to this article here. In June 2, 2022, in 2019, Johnny Depp sued AH for defamation arising out of this 2018 op-ed. On June 1, 2022, my birthday, great birthday, following a trial in Fairfax County, Virginia, Circuit Court, a jury found H liable of 3 counts for the following statement, which Depp claimed were false and defamatory. So there is the 3 statement right there. First of all, I think this is big that they updated this, but apart from the update, which is fair because they literally published something that is false. My question is, can now Johnny Depp sue the Washington Post and most likely win? Because if he sued the Washington Post for defamation on this article, they published this. I'm wondering, is it even possible? Maybe I have to go around to the YouTube lawyers and find out. Seems like that there is a good case here, even though, you know what, I would probably urge Johnny not to do that anyway. It's really nice what he's doing. He's touring around with Jeff Beck. There is an album coming out. We will talk about it. But I also want to talk about, first of all, positive media. I don't know how big Eve Magazine, but it's nice that at least there is more coverage about this from media, smaller media, whatever. The only one setting back is AH and the media that propped her up. Exactly. That's exactly our feeling. Johnny Depp finally won his defamation case against AH. The jury decided that he proved AH intentionally defamed him with malice on every count and awarded him $10 million in compensatory damage and $5 million in punitive damages. And we know that the punitive damages are $350,000 because they are capped in Virginia, and it says addressed here below. But on one count, on the Waldman, statement, she was awarded $2 million. So still, she has to pay $8,350,000. And I say this because, as we know, her lawyer immediately, not even 20 hours later, went around a series of interviews already doing some kind of damage control and also basically blaming the judge and the jury for their verdict. And they also said all kinds of lies, that they couldn't present mountains of evidence from the UK trial, which is absolutely bogus because, first of all, the UK trial was not about AH, was about the Sun. He was suing the Sun, and she was not a party in it. We all know that, but they used that like we won there, like that's literally like what she said somewhere, like we won there. That's absolutely catastrophic, actually, if you ask me, to say something like that, like totally distorting reality and using something that happened, libel case against the Sun for whatever narrative you're trying to spread now. But the thing is this, look at this. This is what the lawyer said to the reporter here.
To pay a $10.4 million judgment?
Oh, no, absolutely not.
Here we go. She cannot pay that. She cannot pay the money. And the thing is this. We've learned that in Virginia, if you want to appeal, you actually have to post a bond. You have to post a bond of the $8,350,000 plus attorney fee. Call me out if I'm wrong. I'm just reporting what I read. I don't know this as in laws that I know of from the county, but just what I'm reading around. So it seems like unlikely that she's going to be able to do that. And I also want to add that if you look at I also want to add that I found this interesting UK case that seemed to be quite biased, and we've heard a lot of talk about the judge Andrew Niccol, which seemed to have a little bit of bias because his son, Robert Palmer, right there, worked for the Talk Radio UK, which was also a part of Dan Watton, which he wrote the article to the Sun calling JD a wife beater. And it's very interesting because you see, like, here you can follow a little bit the dynamic where AH was invited, you know, the counsel of AH was this Jen Robinson, which personal friend of Kate Lette, which is mutual friend of Camille Palmer, which is the wife of the judge, and the mother of this Robert Palmer that works for the radio that is also part of the Sun and owned by Rupert Murdoch. And it's very interesting that AH was invited also to go to a private dinner during the trial hosted by Kate Lette, which is a mutual friend of her lawyer and also a mutual friend of the wife of the judge, and also that she went to do an appearance in an International Women's Day in 2019. Biased much? And they're doing all kinds of crazy things about, you know, there is this video at the end of the trial of the stenographer going, like, she had to go, and I also heard the interview. Basically, I think she had to go by the hotel, she had to pick some paper, whatever, something of that sort. But anyway, saw that there was like a sort of after Friday trial concluded, there was the lawyers of JD, there was the JD, there was a little bit of drinks or whatever. So she passed by and say hi, and there's this video that is going around that she was part of, you know, what basically was going around 10 minutes in this party. And all the supporters of AH, which they're totally insane, they're trying to say that, you know, the stenographer is biased, the whole trial is bogus. And I'm like, please, that's, you know, that's the only person that has nothing to do with the whole thing. Is so totally neutral that she could have been parting with her camp or his camp, has nothing to do with the trial. There is no influence whatsoever. She's just a stenographer doing a good job, just recreating the transcript of everything that happens in the court. Absolutely has nothing to do with making any decision or influencing anybody. And it's just insane. And they're calling it to be biased. And then you look at the case here and you go like, even if you don't want to believe in conspiracy theories, you look at this graph that somebody put together very well and you go like, we know that they say the judge actually retired the same week or something like that. We know that the judge seemed to have like a sort of bias because his son was working actually for a parent company of the Sun, owned always by the same person. So, and you wonder like, also the guy, you know, that it's involved because the Sun actually worked, I think, for this Dan Watton that wrote this article, to my understanding. And then she's friendly with all these people, which basically they are directed to the judge. And then you go like, I don't want to do conspiratorial stuff, but maybe somebody closed an eye. Also because some evidence were not accepted in this trial, so there was a lot of limitations. And then you start to wonder, maybe a bias there did play a role. Maybe. We're just alleging. I leave that to you. Anyway, guys, always spread love. Let me know what you think, if JD should sue the Washington Post or not, because he won. He was right. That article defamed him. So, I don't know. I'm just saying. Leave a comment. I'll talk to you later. If you want to subscribe, helps the channel grow. See you later.